Hi, I'm Tyler Johnston with Johnston Realty. You're not even ready.
What you missed was me. Like, I was seriously just like a fake cheesy smile, and you started.
Okay. We'll do it again. You know it's going to be included anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Tyler Johnston with Johnston Realty.
And I'm Brandi Sorensen, your favorite country girl realtor with Johnston Realty.
And this is your Natrona County market update for the week of March
23rd.
Because you wrote it down this week. She wrote it down.
Yay.
We're learning slowly.
Yeah.
So what's happening in Natrona County?
In Natrona County, if you're looking to buy or sell your homes, this is why we want to let you know what's happening in the market. Right now we have 212 active homes in Natrona County. The median price for homes on the market right now is actually $432,500. So
kind of up there.
It's up there. Yep.
Yeah.
Currently, so that's creeped up there. Pending right now, so under contract is another word for pending, is 136 homes.
Okay.
Currently, and then sold for this month has been 71.
Okay.
With the median days on market of sold homes being 73.
Okay. So yeah, so if you look at it, you put a home on, you're getting showings and everything for the first month or so before you're getting a good
one that actually
solid
goes
offer.
under.
Yeah, so that's good to know. At least you have a time frame of kind of what to expect, and then if things aren't working, then we can have the conversations of is it price, is it staging, is it curb appeal, all those types of things.
Yep. So
okay. Well, we had spring break in Douglas. Did you guys have it this week?
Well, Glen Rock had it last week as well. So Glen Rock and Douglas are the same, but my daughter, who goes to school in Mills, she is with Natrona County, and
theirs
she's
this week.
This week, which has been nice because she's actually been doing the Missoula Children's Theater that they do every year, and they do it during the school year. In Utah, it always came during the summer, so they practice during the summer, but here they do it during the school year. So every day after school from like 4 to 8 o'clock, they bring their dinner and everything, and they're little elementary kids on up. But so it's been nice. She's totally sleeps in, and then, but so they're enjoying that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
That's on Saturday.
Yep. So I think that kind of slowed things down a little bit too.
I agree. And I think that there's a lot of like stuff in the world right now.
I saw a picture of the Titanic sinking, and then the caption underneath was realtors, and it was the band still playing. I was like,
I don't think it's that bad.
Well, it feels like that some days.
Yeah, some days it does.
It's just like, yeah, everything's going on, and here we are. Hey, you want to sell your house? Give me a call.
Yeah, I haven't seen it be that bad. However, I do think that it's actually a lot better for buyers because they have a minute to think about it rather than just like now or like jump on it immediately. Like
hey, you just looked at this 10 minutes ago. You want to write an offer?
Yeah.
There's 5 more showings. You got to do it.
Yeah. So that's kind of nice. I like a more balanced just for that fact.
Oh, for sure.
Because it's not quite a buyer's market either, but it's just, at least in my opinion, I think it's more balanced.
I think it is too. There's still that room for some, negotiations still are happening. It's where before it was, well, this is what it is.
This is it. Yeah, we're
take it or leave it. This is what we're doing.
Yeah.
So I think it is. I mean, and then you just price it accordingly because you know that.
Yep.
Going forward. So.
Yep.
So what did you do this weekend?
Well, besides the fire.
Yes, I was just scrolling Facebook on Friday and I saw the note. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
So I texted Devin. I was like, hey, are you guys okay? He's like, well, we're stuck on Coal Creek. They won't let us go home. I was like, is there anything I can do? I mean, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
But
go tell him,
can I do anything for you? And he said, no, we're good. I was like, all right. And then I saw it just kept creeping. So then I texted you. I was like, are you guys okay?
Yeah.
I bet that was
I was in Casper that day working, and then, but I wasn't, paying attention outside. And then I go to pick up my daughter. My friend tells me, hey, there's a big fire over in Evansville, and I look over, I'm like, yeah, and of course the wind is blowing straight towards, Converse County.
Yep.
And it's a dry dry and we obviously know on these in these open plains like how fast things go. So I was like, all right, but my daughter wanted to go to the home and garden show, so I'm like, well, we'll head over there. My son was working over there. He's working for Precision Landscape. And so I'm like, yeah, we'll go see Kyler and go through there. But as we were going, I saw one of the volunteer firefighters. He's like, you're still here? It's heading. They've called out Converse County. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I get a call from the neighbor. She's like, we're like my husband, and I was like, oh, okay. So then I'm like calling, and it did travel very fast. But then and thank goodness for the fire department, everything, like they got air up real quick, air support and everything. But also the wind shifted and it kind of went back on itself. And so thank goodness there wasn't any. It was close to so many houses there in Evansville.
Yeah, I've seen the pictures and I was just like, good Lord.
Yeah, it did stay farther away from our house than some of the others, but you just never know. So we got ready to hooked onto the trailer, got our, safe stuff, and just in case.
Well, that's what, I think it was January. Kason was like, can we go outside and make s'mores? I was like, no. She's just like, why? I was like, have you seen, it's just dead, it's dry.
It's like August in January.
I said, and of course I'm that guy that lives in the country that I just unscrew the hose from the spigot and then just drop it on the ground. I don't coil it. I was like, the hose is froze in place. I couldn't get it going if I needed to. So no fire pit. You have to wait.
Yeah, my son wanted to do a bonfire and I was like, we'll see. And it was supposed to rain that day and I was like, okay. And then I was like, no bonfire, but you could do a little fire in our little fire pit.
Yeah.
Like a little campfire, that's all.
It's just
I was annoyed. It wasn't, but I'm like, I don't want to be the cause of the fire.
I think the funniest s'mores thing I ever saw was my sister had her friend over, and so they had a candle on the kitchen table and toothpicks and mini marshmallows. And
I tried to roast
my dad walked in and she goes, look, mini chocolate, because she had the little Hershey's bars, mini marshmallows, mini stick, mini flame. And he looked at her and goes, mini mine. Tara walked and she was like, oh, it hurt her so bad. She just sat there.
My family will roast, they'll get a fork and roast a marshmallow over our gas stove.
Yes, we've done that too. I was like, that's fantastic. It works.
We've roasted it in our little wood fireplace too before.
Yeah, why not?
Roasted marshmallows are good.
It's just marshmallows.
Oh, have you ever had roasted peeps?
We have done the peeps.
I think they're so good.
Have you done Starbursts?
Yes.
Those are fantastic.
They're good too.
Somebody told Candace saw it somewhere, maybe Pinterest. I hate Pinterest. And we're going to Labana Canyon. She's like, get a bag of Starbursts. I'm like,
why?
It's kind of s'mores. Just Starbursts. Okay.
Yeah, they're good.
So Peeps and Starbursts.
Yeah.
There you go. There's your tip for the summer.
Yes.
As long as you're not in Converse County, you can participate.
When we get a lot of rain.
Oh, it's just been crazy.
Yeah, there's actually a lot going on in the county, I feel like. Just in Glen Rock. Well, we have the Easter egg hunts coming up this weekend and then next weekend as well. So Glen Rock and Douglas this weekend, and we got Rolling Hills next weekend. Also, the grandma's house is closing in Glen Rock. The fort burnt down.
Yeah.
This was weeks ago, but it's still so sad.
That's what, when was it? Oh, we came through Saturday to go to Casper to get soccer stuff for Kason. And Candace hadn't been over here. I was like, look. She's like, whoa. I was like, yeah.
I know. I was looking at my son's senior pictures from their football, and they had them on the football, and there's the fort in the background, like so iconic. And now I'm like, oh, and now it's like, anyways, I don't know what for sure they're gonna do, but I heard these are rumors, but Sips is gonna be going into the old retro cafe or something. It's never been a cafe since I've been here. It's been for sale forever.
Oh, downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then sips and something else somebody said, but I don't remember. So let us know if you know.
Yeah.
And then there's going to be somebody starting up an axe throwing place here in Glen Rock. The Classic Cafe, I've heard they're thinking about selling that instead of turning it into whatever. There's just lots of change.
Lots of change. It's
so
kind
if you
of
know
weird.
somebody who wants a good restaurant, like wants to run a good restaurant or something, that would be great.
Well, it's just so, I mean, even in Douglas too, I mean, all the streets are tore up. They're doing all that.
Yeah.
The construction downtown, the community center's going up, and just,
It seems
it's
like
just
there's
so,
just a lot of things changing around.
Yeah.
The new Mexican restaurant over at the old Village Inn.
Yeah.
Just changes here and there. I mean, and that happens, but.
Yeah, and then you've got that Seven Trails project where they're building apartments there next to the new Maverick. So, I mean, it's just, like you said, there's just all of a sudden, seems like all of these things are happening in Converse County. So we'll
stay
keep you posted.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, I got a maintenance tip.
Nice.
I feel like this is going to be controversial for you.
Uh-oh. It's probably something I've done wrong.
No. So this actually came up in one of my CE classes that I was taking in valuing and all that kind of stuff. But what do you think the most best return on investment is in a house? Kitchen, bathroom, new front door, new garage door, new carpet.
I'd say, now are you talking saleability or dollar for dollar return?
Well, you know.
Because dollar for dollar return, I'd probably say carpet, but saleability, kitchen. Kitchens, I think, is the most expensive for a remodel. But that's what sells. Everybody, I feel, disclaimer, I feel the kitchen is what sells a home. You know, if it's a nice kitchen, space, all of that, it's inviting and people feel comfortable and it's warm and you can see parties or get-togethers around. I think the kitchen is a big return when you're doing home improvement.
Yeah.
But just because you spend $30,000 on your kitchen
doesn't mean it's going to make it worth $30,000 more.
Correct. That's my.
Yeah, no, this was the return on investment, actually dollar for dollar.
Okay.
So you went with carpet. I can see that, but it was actually a new front door.
I can see that.
Because it's not, it's not that expensive, but having a new or even just a freshly painted
door,
that makes such a big difference in how it's presented and how, you always see, if you ever watched HGTV, like I'm a 90s kid and HGTV was, loved it when it came on. But so anyways, they're always curb appeal. And in those shows, I always was like, yeah, but that's not real. You're putting $100,000 into a new landscaping. That's excessive. But the curb appeal really is a big thing. And it sets the mood of the home. Like, this is taken care of. This is not, freshly. If you walk up, the door handle's broken. I have a door handle broken right now.
Mine's awful. Yeah. And I can't figure out where my parents ever even got it.
This one door of ours, I don't know why. I've tried every stinking kind of door handle and it just, they don't last. Maybe it's my kids. I don't know. I promise we're not slamming doors, but this time the actual, because I have like the thumb.
Oh, the thumb press?
Yeah, that just busted off because we were moving mattresses in and out.
See, now mine, the handle's gone, but I still have the thumb button. So I just
put them together.
I just grab the thumb button and push it down and the door opens.
Yeah, so at least this time I only have to buy a new one of those.
But I can see that because I know there are certain houses in Douglas when I'm driving around, specifically I hear from Candace, oh, I love that house. I'm like, why? She goes, the front door. I love that front door. I'm like, it's usually an odd color.
Right.
But yeah, the door
it really draws your eyes. And if it's a nice taken, like even if just the little porch is just, a little nicer with a little, I think that makes a huge difference.
For sure.
Yeah.
I agree.
So that's your home maintenance tip. If your doors are getting a little heavy duty,
And
or,
sometimes, like you
dirty
said,
and
you don't even
broken.
have to replace the door, just
Yeah,
a fresh
just
coat of
freshen
paint.
it up, do the trim.
Yeah.
So it makes a big
Okay.
difference.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
Well, if you guys have any questions about your home or would like a price opinion, no obligation, just to know what your home is worth, you can always click the link below or reach out to one of us or anybody else on the team.
Yep.
Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.